Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1989 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. Look at the diagram. The diagram consisting of a composite transistor, that is, it consisting of two transistors, and the feedback amplifier shown in the figure is whether it is current series, voltage shunt or current shunt with given input and output impedances. Both are large or one is large or the other is small, like that it has given. So we have to identify the right answer for this one. So first we will discuss about the right answer for this question is C. Okay, how it is that we will see. We know that a basic amplifier is nothing but amplifier without feedback. Amplifier without feedback is called as basic amplifier, which has all the disadvantages. It has no stability in the gain, that is nothing but it has very less stability in its gain, and second one is bandwidth is less, distortion is more, noise is more, and input and output impedances not according to the application, that is whether you are using the BJT in transconductance mode or trans resistance mode or voltage amplifier mode or current amplifier mode. So according to the type of application, it requires different input and output combinations. So basic amplifier doesn't reach those properties. So that's why generally we are going to use feedback. So basic amplifier with feedback. Basic amplifier with feedback is going to be called as a perfect amplifier or a feedback amplifier. Feedback amplifier, which is going to be providing advantages. So basic amplifier with feedback, and always amplifiers uses negative feedback, and oscillators uses positive feedback. So always amplifiers uses negative feedback. So now adding feedback is nothing but you are taking a part of output and it is connecting back towards input side, such that the effective input signal for the circuit is going to be reduces. That type of feedback is called as negative feedback, which is employed in amplifiers. Okay, if the effective signal is going to be increases after making a portion of output towards input side, then the feedback is called as positive feedback, which will be used in the regenerative circuits as well as amplifiers, oscillators. So in this negative feedback, the feedback can be considered at two cases, that is nothing but how you are providing at the input side, how it is going to be connected from output side. Okay, how you are taking a sample of output. Okay, that is what you are looking at output side, and how it is going to be mixing at the input side. So this process is going to be called as input side, it is mixing process, and output side is called as sampling process. So depending on the type of mixing, type of sampling, Ri and R0 are going to be changes. Input always related to Ri and output always related to R0. After mixing, that is after feedback, that will be treated as RIF. Okay, basic amplifier has the input impedance as Ri and output impedance as R0. With feedback we are going with R0 IRI and RIF R0F. So if the mixing is going to be off, okay, if it is series mixing at the input side, series mixing implies nothing but that increases, Ri is going to be increases, with feedback Ri increases. And if it is shunt mixing, at that time RIF, that is input impedance with feedback, reduces. And at the output side, if the type is going to be voltage sampling, you are taking a part of output voltage, then R0F, that is output impedance with feedback, reduces. If it is current sampling, then R0F is going to be increases. So now we will see out of these four options which are likely to be correct. Current series, current implies nothing but output sampling, R0F has to be increases. So this is right, a large output impedance it provides. Series is nothing but it has to give RIF very large input impedance. So this is also right, current series. Okay, and voltage series is giving low output impedance. Series mixing is nothing but large input impedance. This is also giving the right one only. Voltage shunt, voltage series, first one is nothing but sampling, Remember that one. First one is sampling and next one is mixing. Voltage mix sampling is always gives low output impedance, and shunt mixing is always gives low output impedance. This is also right. Okay. And current sampling will give R naught. Current sampling gives large output impedance, but it has given low output impedance. So D is going to be definitely wrong. D is definitely wrong because current sampling provides large output impedance, but it has given that one low output impedance. So this low output impedance itself is going to be wrong. So we can skip this D, but A, B, C are going to be right ones. Out of that one, which feedback topology the circuit has, that you have to identify. Okay. Identification of topology is very easy, and it is important also. First one, okay, look at the output side. That is nothing but identifying the type of sampling. Sampling is nothing but always related to output node. So look at the output node, okay, where you are taking, at which node the output is taking, and from which node the feedback is taken. If both are same, that is if output node and feedback node is going to be, if the feedback is taken from the output node itself, otherwise, then the type is nothing but voltage sampling. If output is taken some other place and the feedback is taken from the output but not at exactly at the output node, okay, that is a part of output you are taking, by that time it is current sampling. So here this is V0 and feedback is nothing but this one. So feedback is also taking at the output node, output is also taken at output node, then it is going to be called as voltage sampling. Voltage sampling. And to know about the mixing network, we must look at the input side. Input side is nothing but this one. This is, assume that one it is V input. If you are looking at V input is going to be dropping across, okay, V input is nothing but from this point to something as ground, plus minus. V input is dropping across this resistor as well as this resistor. Say for example it is R1 and R2, okay, whether it is right or wrong. If you are looking at V input is nothing but it is feedback. Feedback is nothing but VR1. Voltage across R1 is going to be treated as feedback because it is connected towards output node as well as input node. So it is a resistor common between input and output node, so this will be treated as feedback. If you are thinking in this way, at that time feedback network, feedback voltage is going to be subtracting from input voltage, so it maybe looks like series mixing, but this is not series mixing. Remember it, it is not series mixing. Okay, why it is not series mixing? Whenever you are taking feedback, at that time feedback in the forward path you must take such that it has to provide maximum amplification. So if you are choosing in this way, at that time it is not providing amplification. If you are choosing in this way, you are going through two transistors, so that it will be providing maximum current gain. So feedback should be chosen, that is nothing but forward path for the feedback. Forward path is nothing but output to input. Forward path should be chosen always through active elements only. Okay, reverse path should always taken through non-active components. So whenever you are going with, this is called as forward path. Forward path, that is input towards output. Okay, and this is going to be treated as reverse path. So this is backward path. Backward path or reverse path. So that is nothing but whenever you are going to reach output from input, at that time it should not include active devices. Okay, so based on this one, if you are choosing this is a feedback, then the current is going to be gets divided. Current is gets divided. So this is actual I and it is IB. This is effective input signal is base current of first transistor, and this is what IF. So current is gets dividing is nothing but it is shunt mixing. Current can divide only in shunt at the input side. so that it is called as shunt mixing. So the type of topology is nothing but voltage shunt. Voltage shunt is nothing but voltage sampling, shunt mixing, and we know voltage sampling is nothing but output impedance is going to be reduces with feedback. Shunt mixing is input impedance with feedback is going to be reduces. So voltage shunt will give low input impedance and low output impedance. The right answer for this question is C. Voltage shunt feedback with low input impedance and low output impedance. And the other way of explanation why it is not voltage series, that is why can't we say it as series mixing. If you are applying V input is nothing but from this node to ground. So if for AC analysis this capacitor act as short circuit, so by that time VBE1 is going to be always same as V input. So as V input changes, VBE1 changes. It doesn't depend on the feedback. The voltage across Q1, that is base to emitter of Q1, is directly equal to V input. Okay, the feedback doesn't have any effect on this one, so it cannot be series mixing. It should be only shunt mixing. So the right answer for this question is C. Thank you.